Weather can significantly impact peach production. Although this year has brought on challenging conditions, Childs Peach Orchard managed to break records.
This is our biggest peach that we have ever picked and weighed in our 100-year history so far on the farm.
The peach came as a surprise that no one expected.
We weren't intentionally trying to grow the biggest peach out there. It just so happened that the weather that we had this year turned out good for growing a ginormous peach.
The current world record is a 1.8-pound peach, but this one has it beat.
This peach comes out at about 1.83 pounds, and that makes it an unofficial world record holder. It's right up there with the Guinness Book, so we're really excited and just proud of the whole team.
Henry believes this special peach is for the whole community.
It's really important for everybody around Crozet to be able to have access to a local fruit supplier, and then especially one that has something special like a giant peach.
The peach is said to last about one more week, and Henry Childs is looking forward to enjoying it with his family. In Crozet, Sophia Gerni, 29 News. Harvest season is here, and wineries around Central Virginia are looking ahead at the next vintage cycle.
All summer long, June, July, was pretty challenging with a storm, heavy humidity and heat.
All wines start with grapes on the vines, and getting those grapes ready to harvest is a unique challenge.
Every year we learn something about the weather, so even if it's good or bad, we learn, and it's always positive. So that's what my mindset also is. If we have something that we had trouble with this year, well, let's try to learn from that to not repeat or do something different for next year. So
the past several weeks have dried out, and that's good for the grapes. A vintage Damien Blachon says that'll be strong, but not as strong as 2023 or 2024. He's already looking towards 2026.
There is so much details that's going to come through before next season, like how the winter is going to be, how next spring is going to be before the bud break and the vine.
Even with weather being unpredictable, winemakers are looking to adapt to whatever weather may come next year. In Afton Mountain, Sophia Gerni, 29 News. The Virginia Department of Agriculture Bee Distribution Program gives those who want to become beekeepers an opportunity. But becoming a beekeeper takes more education than you may think.
So you need beekeepers. You don't want honeybees to go extinct. You need beekeepers to help keep the ratio of bees going.
Virginia's free beehive distribution provides the equipment necessary, but not the education that keepers need.
I would say that there's a little bit more work to it than what most people think. You usually need to go and inspect your bees about once a week or every 7 to 10 days.
The Virginia Department of Agriculture recommends those who become beekeepers to look into their communities for more information.
It's local beekeeping organizations that are providing that teaching outreach to the individuals, holding beginner beekeeping classes, workshops, those kinds of things.
Scottsville Supply Company does just that.
We do anything from beginner beekeeping education, we do honey production, we do intermediate classes, overwintering classes, we do making spring splits, you name it.
In Scottsville, Sophia Gerni, 29 News. Vehicle safety is very important, and first responders must know the techniques and details that go into saving a life when responding to accidents on the road.
Just want the firefighters, the EMS to be here, experience what we do to make cars safer.
The Insurance Institute of Highway Safety hosted training wreck cars to save lives. All of this twisted metal is also an opportunity to train firefighters and EMTs on newer vehicles.
E-Tron. So what you saw is the vehicle came down our runway at 40 miles an hour, struck a barrier, engaged about 40% of the front end, and we're evaluating how safe the vehicle is.
Crews from all over the East Coast are in Greene County for the hands-on experience.
Because we don't have too many events like this up north there. It's a great opportunity to learn extrication techniques on newer cars.
They're learning how to work with newer models that are sometimes harder to work on, harder to get inside. Harder to open up and save lives.
They're getting late model cars sporadically, and usually they find those when someone has an accident. In the junkyards or recycle facilities, they actually have older vehicles which are not as structurally sound and hard
These new cars, wrecked and reused this way, are a critical training tool.
Correct. Yeah, there's a lot harder and a lot more challenging to get someone out of a newer vehicle because they're safer, which is what the Insurance Institute does.
As car safety continues to improve, first responders will have to continue the training of getting a person out of the vehicle, because in wreck situations, being quick and knowing the techniques matter. Live in the newsroom, Sophia Gerni, 29 News at 6.